Oh. Take these back. Ah. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a reading right here with these different decks that I haven't used. I'm going to mix them all together. So let's see what comes out. Okay. So I have this one. Okay. This one. That one. And this one. Okay. I'm going to mix these and these together. So let's find out what the story is. We have generosity and perseverance so far. You're dusty. Skill and wholeness. Okay. If you're seeing this, take what resonates. Okay. Okay. Somebody could be feeling they are on their own adventure in some type of way. Okay, they could be feeling they're moving through a challenging situation, but they are leading themselves. Okay, it could be some type of like kind of like a mission they feel that they're doing on their own. Okay, but somebody could be really feeling like they have the ability and the motivation to do so. Okay, they want to embrace the situation more intentionally. And there could be aspects of resentment they could be navigating through. Okay. They're creating stability and equilibrium. And they're embracing divine support. Wow, pretty cool. Okay. Alright. So, oh yeah, and they could be illuminated. Okay, to what their abilities truly are at this time, okay? And I just remembered that this one thing, this deck right here is actually like a game deck, so I'm going to have to navigate through that. Whoops. First one that comes out, of course. Alright, let's see. Okay, somebody could be feeling like a lot of things that they've worked for are being, like falling through their grasp in certain ways, and they could be feeling like there is some type of destined shift that's needing to be made in order to really move more intentionally and, maintain what it is that they've built. Okay. So somebody could be recognizing different ways that they're needing to shift their focus, or even the way that they are moving forward in a situation. Okay, we have shapeshifter right here. So somebody could be really wanting to shift in a way where they're embracing the changes they know they need to make. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let me get that one. Somebody could be wanting to take a leap of faith into the unknown and receive what they feel is truly abundant and worth, what it is that they feel that they could be feeling that they're losing. Okay, so somebody could be really, we have the Knight and the Balance, so somebody could be really wanting to rush forward and, create the balance that they feel they're desiring of, or, that they could have been, let me see, needing to get their equilibrium back within. Okay, so somebody's gone through a major transformation. They're moving forward in a more authentic way towards what it is that they're desiring of. And, you know, with this recognition of their skill and their ability, it's like somebody could be feeling much more purposeful and able to achieve what it is they're desiring of. Somebody could be feeling a little unsteady, like that song apparently. Little unsteady. But yeah, so somebody could be wanting to shift into a more intentional position where they can feel more confident, okay? And move forward towards what it is that's filling them with delight. We have somebody's gone through some type of enlightenment, and they're wanting to give more and be truthful when it comes to this shift and this transition, this death and rebirth. And they could be wanting to embrace more intentional spiritual practices, okay, that will create a greater sense of healing and energetic movement within them, okay? That kind of reminds me of like the thing I was talking about yesterday. So if you're resonating with this, then maybe check out the reading with the red light. I was talking about transmutation, okay? So kind of, well, like just check it out if you want to. But so somebody could be recognizing what resources they are actually able to you know, embrace in their life to motivate them and guide them or fulfill what it is that they're needing to, okay? Somebody could be feeling like they've really been possibly assisted in different ways when it comes to the work that's needing to be done for them to achieve their desired position. And somebody is making smarter choices for themselves in order to really embrace this promise that they have of their own future wholeness, okay? And then we got the embracing divine support, moving into prosperity. Okay, look at that. Well, that's pretty cute. Somebody could be feeling empowered, okay? What else do you need to know? Somebody's getting back to more joyful expression. Look at all these cards. Okay. All right. They're getting what it is that they've needed as far as like what's sustenance, that, you know, in order to sustain or nourish them. And they're getting to a more joyful expression with this understanding. Somebody could be really wanting to surrender into the truth of, you know, what they know and receive their blessings. Okay. Somebody has been able to persevere throughout the difficulty that they've been facing, and they're looking at things in a more positive way. They could be feeling much more complete and wanting to nurture this, moving in a more righteous way. Okay. Somebody's gone through a major personal transformation, and they've been able to meditate through the darker aspects in order to really embrace the light, okay? We have alchemical force, so somebody could be really transmuting and alchemizing and moving forward in a more confident position with their own capacity to love, okay? So somebody is recognizing the strength. This is how cute is this? It's like first here's the trunk and then here's the belly. It's like somebody could be paying more attention to different things individually. And did I say strength or trunk? I don't know what I said. Anyway, so yeah, somebody could be really kind of navigating more intentionally within their own capacity, okay, and abilities. And we have somebody's moving into a greater more healed and contented position that they're truly accepting, okay? We have fruitfulness and enlightenment again, and perseverance again. Interesting. So Somebody's definitely recognizing the prosperity they're achieving within themselves, and getting the knowledge and the strength, the ability, the alignment in order to persevere through this transformation. Okay. All right, we have stability and equilibrium, union and power. So somebody could be really moving forward in a way where they know the shifts and the changes that they're making and where this is truly leading them, okay, and assisting with, okay, so, wow, 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 this is cool. Okay. Somebody's moving into a position of faith and wisdom, okay, and true splendor, it says, all right. And somebody could be making a decision to move forward, with the awareness that they've formed as they've navigated through. Like there's like this internal strength, truth, and awareness that somebody could be feeling purposeful within, okay, and they could be making a choice more intentionally at this point. Okay, somebody's gained a greater insight towards the innocence within a situation, and that this is, bringing justice into their life, where they can move forward with what it is that they're wanting to create and clear their energy in a way where they can really try to explore the situation more intentionally and move into this prosperity like in a more confident and emotional way. Scars. Okay. Somebody could be recognizing that they're coming into a brand new beginning, and they are protected as they navigate through. Okay, they've been able to maintain their hope, and at this point they're wanting to be open. They're open to the guidance, but they're also going to be open with themselves and others. And they are healing the resentment. How cute. That is cute. So I'm just going to show you because... So that resentment card came out earlier, right? Kind of, or I was seeing it when I was shuffling, and now there's like actual healing when it comes to the feelings that somebody had been holding on to, okay? Somebody's cultivating change and moving into a greater sense of order and peace within themselves and their life and within the universe, okay? And they're feeling truly renewed. Okay, somebody is getting to a greater understanding. What's interesting, I was going to just say something about this picture right here, how this represents like the universe, right? And, the sky and all these different things, right? Or the stars, and then it came up again. I didn't say it the first time, so that could be definitely something that somebody could be paying attention to their place in the universe. Somebody is getting to a greater position of understanding and wholeness within themselves. Okay, moving forward, how cute is this? With passion and wisdom. Oh, that's adorable. I like this reading. Crazy. So somebody's been spending some time in reflection, and they've gotten to a true sense of determination when it comes to the spiritual quest that they are on, okay? They're recognizing the protection, and they're having a greater insight and understanding of, where they're truly belonging, and coming into a greater position of, moving forward towards fulfillment, towards new beginnings, okay? Somebody could have felt that they were, being ordinary in different ways, and they could have felt like let down by this, but there is this inner knowing that they're relaxing into with the revelations that they've recognized and with what they have achieved, okay? So somebody could be getting their priorities aligned and creating a greater harmony within themselves. Okay, they're feeling driven, empowered. Okay, and wanting to move forward with a more innocent, joyful, and childlike expression. Okay, and they're concentrating, focusing, and moving forward with courage, skill, truth, and fairness. Okay, well, I went through that whole deck, and I was not planning to, but that's interesting. Let me see if I mix them up here. Alright, so the Irish Cube. Let's see what else we got over here. So, this is kind of talking about if you do something, you will move forward into the next level. But if you don't take action, there will, you know, be no outcome that you're desiring, basically. And we have the Sun card, okay, Song and Rebirth. So somebody could be, you know, recognizing what action that they're meant to do and wanting to express themselves in a more personal way in order to really kind of move forward into this new position. All right, we have taken action. Somebody is taking action towards what they feel is being mirrored at them, and having found you know, sanctuary within their solitude. They are getting ready to move forward and release themselves from this position. Okay, so somebody is persevering through and recognizing the actions that need to be taken. Okay, so let's see. This card, this deck was giving me some crazy readings last night, so let's see if this continues. Yeah, somebody could have been in a position of scarcity and they're wanting to move forward towards what it is that they're desiring of or have been anticipating of, and recognizing that justice is coming in is what they've been waiting for. Okay. And there's the justice card I was talking about. That's funny too, because I was like, justice is coming in. But it showed itself again. So yeah, somebody could be... Oh, look at... Nine of Swords came out in reverse. So somebody could be no longer stressing about a situation that had been keeping them up at night or giving them intrusive thoughts and anxiety, paranoia possibly. Okay, so somebody could be really shifting their outlook and wanting to move more intentionally into this balance and justice. Okay. This song, I don't know why it pops in my head so much, but Jack Be Nimble. Okay. Anyway, let me see, where do we go? Okay. So somebody is really kind of wanting to move forward obsessively in a certain way towards what they feel would be a nurturing and stabilizing partnership. Okay, they could be wanting to send a message of love, and they could have gotten to a greater awareness of the cooperation they're surrounded by. Like I was saying with the Hermit position, somebody could have isolated and found, you know, peace within their own space, but now they're recognizing that they're also seeing that there are other people or other parties involved that are complementing the desires that they have. Okay, and we have the Eight of Wands. Somebody could be really taking action quickly. Ooh, the King of Wands or King of Cups, to express their feelings and you know, move forward, you know, in a way where they're confident with expressing their emotional position instead of feeling that this is something that they are keeping to themselves. Okay, so somebody is like really celebrating the depth of their emotions at this time instead of feeling like they're being overwhelmed they could be really kind of getting to a position of enjoyment within the depth of understanding that they come to, okay? Ouch. All right, somebody's wanting to take a leap of faith and, you know, move in a more carefree way, knowing what they are shifting away from. They could be knowing that they're moving into an unknown scenario in certain ways, but they are also wanting to kind of like set the tone for the environment that they're wanting to partake in or embody, okay? There's like this soul connection and a healing of inner child wounds, getting back to a more joyful and innocent state of mind, and you know, kind of purifying situations that they had once neglected, possibly. Okay, so somebody could be ready to move into the next chapter. And they could be really kind of having their attention set on where it is that they're, you know, what their focus is where they're wanting to move forward. We have this bull right here that's kind of like looking directly, you know, at you. And it's like, you know, so somebody could be kind of like, you know, doing the whole scratching the ground before they launch forward or whatever, right? Okay, yeah, somebody could be really feeling stabilized and wanting to move forward to create their foundation. They could be wanting to create like a, let me see, like a protective barrier in some type of ways, but they're, you know, knowing that this is not protective to keep others out, but to keep them safe and secure, okay? So, that's cute. So, yeah, somebody could be moving forward quickly towards what they feel is, you know, their long-term goals. And we have the King and Queen of Pentacles right here. So somebody could be kind of recognizing that they can be bringing forward a more stable foundation to move forward towards these long-term goals. They could be seeing the riches that they have within them instead of focused on what others could be bringing into their life. They could be recognizing what it is that they could present and bring in to others, okay? And somebody's looking at things in a much more positive way. They've gone through pain and difficulty, and at this point they're knowing they have a greater sense of wisdom of what it is that they're wanting to offer at this time. And they're wanting to move forward in a way, sorry about my, I think that's makeup. Anyway, they could be wanting to move forward in a way that is, you know, really embracing the keys, I guess, to a brand new beginning. All right, and where somebody had been, you know, dealing with scarcity, they're now kind of rebuilding in a way where they can feel more confident with what it is that they have, instead of feeling, you know, within their partnerships and relationships and team dynamic, instead of carrying around situations with them that aren't adding to their long-term intentions, okay? So there's going to be some type of major shift that's occurring based on a truth that somebody is embracing, and it could be, ouch. Oh no, that hurt. Oh. Sorry, I have to like push my bones back in order. Oh, there we go. Okay, I got it. It sucks so bad. Anyway, so somebody could be recognizing that they have received the truth that they need in order to really close out cycles of difficulty that they had been anxious of, and they could be ready to receive what is meant for them, and, you know, kind of allow their own light to shine as they kind of stabilize in this way. Okay, somebody could be really feeling like they've leveled up in a lot of ways and mastered themselves, and they could be ready to receive, like I said, what they know is meant to come in for them, or what it is that they are desiring of to happen and waiting for. Okay. What's funny is, like, I haven't used this deck in so long, but it's like kind of interesting because I'm noticing how worn they are, like it's kind of silly. I used them a lot before and it's been a long time. But anyway, let me see. Cute. Ouch. Okay. So yeah, somebody could be getting to a much more positive outlook with what it is that they're wanting to receive. Okay. They know what they're not wanting to open themselves up to situations that aren't in alignment with their desired trajectory, and they've gone through a major rebirth. Okay. Yeah, they've gone through a major rebirth, and they could be recognizing the complementary dynamics within reciprocal energetic exchange, and they know what steps they're needing to take. Okay. They could have been looking through the eyes of loss previously and really feeling like they were being put through the ringer in a lot of different ways, but at this point somebody's gotten to a greater discernment. We have a King and Queen of Swords that are coming out together side by side right here. So it's like there's this internal awareness as well of what they were needing to understand, become aware of, and bring into their life as a factor, right? Okay, and somebody could be, look at this, how cute. Ooh, passion. Okay, so somebody could be feeling truly inspired and wanting to embrace this more wholesome and fulfilled emotional dynamic within their relationships, their home, their community, or within their family. And they've done the work in order to balance themselves out when it comes to deception and manipulation or deceit. And they're walking away from situations that aren't in alignment, okay? And possibly walking to what they had been restricting themselves, okay? So we have what they've been restricting themselves from. But we have 7788 right here. Okay, and yeah, somebody's making more intentional plans. They've navigated through different illusions, and they're knowing what they're wanting to embrace when it comes to, emotional contentment and receptivity. Okay, and they're ready to move forward down the path with the Chariot right here and have things come into a true alignment with the Justice right there. Okay, so he's ready to take action, engage in what their feelings are. Okay, they're moving forward towards what they've been desiring of, okay, and anticipating. They feel that they are prepared and ready to embrace this new abundant beginning. Okay, they're looking at things in a much more healed way, feeling much more content within themselves, and wanting to pay attention to the divine guidance that they're receiving when it comes to a complementary relationship dynamic, and they're moving triumphantly forward. Okay, cute. This could have been a situation where there were difficult choices being made, but somebody is now recognizing they've learned the truth of what they needed to, and they could be feeling that this is bringing them to their ideal home, relationship, family, community, like I was saying earlier. But this is the Twin Flame card, so it's like somebody could be recognizing the complementary aspects of what their plans are and what they're bringing themselves together with. Okay, and let's see, somebody's ascending. Okay, they're elevating, they're feeling good, they're going with the flow, rising above. Okay, and shifting their viewpoint. They could be recognizing things could go either way, but they are having we have 8-8 again right here, a more inspired and fueled or fulfilled outlook, okay? We have fairy tale right here, so somebody could be really recognizing that they could be believing in the impossible, okay? And feeling truly hopeful about a romantic ending, okay? With happily ever after. How cute. I don't even think I've seen that card. And it was like a unicorn, right? So, or maybe just a regular horse. Looked like a unicorn. But yeah, somebody could be moving in a way where they know that there is a true loyalty and friendship base. And they could be, you know, feeling confident with the outcome that they're desiring of. Okay. All right, that's funny. This is the second card. I didn't see it in the one that I saw that I pulled earlier, but I saw it when I was shuffling. So labyrinth or maze could be something where somebody feels that they've been navigating in a way that had been, you know, really kind of time consuming. You know, they could have felt that they were, you know, leading themselves astray in different ways and not knowing which direction they were meant to go, but it seems that somebody has been finding their way, okay? And I saw this thing today, I posted as well. If you want, you can check out my page and see where it is, but it was talking about, like, this GPS theory or whatever, and it was saying, like, regardless of whether you know, if you put a destination in your phone, and then you know, follow GPS, and then you end up, like, taking a wrong turn, it doesn't get upset or just stop the stop the drive. It just reroutes you to make the correct turn and lead yourself right back to where you're supposed to be, you know. So, like, wherever it is that you're desiring to go, regardless of how many ways you've gotten off of course, you're still being led and guided towards where, you know, you're truly meant to go. So don't be so hard on yourself and allow yourself to open up to the shifts and guidance that you're receiving, no matter how far off track you feel you are, okay? Okay. All right, we got 8 cards. I'm gonna add a couple more over here. Hey. Somebody's wanting to communicate about wanting to kind of meet up in person or create some type of connection. They're paying attention to timing right now, and they're believing in the impossible, okay? And they could be truly feeling stable in this awareness at this time. After having taken some time to fine-tune or repair what was needed to be fixed, or restored. Somebody could be feeling like they've really upgraded their position, and they're recognizing the mirrored aspect that they had been possibly neglecting previously. And we have 9, 3, 3, 7, 6, 6, 7, okay? So yeah, somebody could be feeling elevated and much more ready to present themselves with what they feel that they're being presented with as well. They could be strategizing and planning. They have a greater sense of conviction. They're looking at things in a much more playful way. And they could be feeling that there's an unbreakable bond that they're coming into with true prosperity. It's like we have the mother lode right here. Somebody could be feeling like they are really opening themselves up to what they're truly desiring, okay? We have 10, 10, and then 1. Actually, we have 4, 6, 10, 1, 9, 10, okay? So we have 10, 10, 10. But, in twisting, wait, 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah. Anyway, so There's definitely like multiple cycles that are being completed. And what I was going to say when I saw 10-10-1 was cycles are being completed and new beginnings started, but then I saw the rest. So it's like, just instead of even, you know, focusing on a new beginning that's just like being opened up to you, it's like there's a sense of completion within what you're leading yourself towards as well. So instead of feeling like it's like, you know, you could be feeling like you're moving into the unknown, but you also have an inner knowing that this is an aspect of completion in your life as well. So, confirmation. So somebody could be feeling like they're moving into, it could be a complex situation, and, you know, and there could have been a lot of different riddles within them that needed to solve, but they're feeling this is a fated connection, and, you know, a truly abundant scenario. They're wanting to surrender into and heed the call, okay? Somebody could be realizing that something needs to change and they have nowhere to go but up. And we have within a few days, the situation or event has potential to develop or unfold within a matter of days, okay? Okay. What else? Anything? Anything else? Couple secrets in there. I don't know. Okay. Sunflower. So somebody's recognizing there's a greater sense of connectedness and strength within them. They've gotten to a position of, you know, a greater spiritual growth, joy, positivity, happiness, and unwavering faith. Okay, they could be feeling cheerful with the longevity of a situation that they're looking forward towards, and they could be feeling that they're receiving protection and support that is safeguarding the situation. They could have felt that they were being blocked and needing to take action in certain ways. We have 10-10 again. But at this point, somebody is recognizing that they had gained experiential wisdom in order to feel more confident in opening up and paying more attention to their intuition and their subconscious mind. Okay, so they could have gone through difficulty, but it was developing character and allowing for this person to dive deep into, you know, the hidden layers of themselves. Okay, so what they felt was a loss at some point was just an optical illusion, and you know, possible projection. So at this point they are feeling really fueled in a way that they're wanting to accelerate and move forward to, more intentionally. Oh, look at this one, says train. Moving on. Okay, so they could be feeling like they are on track, on time, and they're gonna keep going forward towards this steady climb. Okay, they're maintaining their direction and their focus, and, you know, looking at this as if it is you know, truly a new endeavor that they're wanting to embrace. Okay, we have 10-10-7-7. Okay, those numbers could be, you know, showing you themselves. Ooh, we got a secret. What is the secret? I don't know. Okay, here we go. So somebody's coming into a greater sense of peace and harmony with their intuition. Okay, they are planning for their future in a more intentional way, and they could be having a greater sense of renewal after the hardship. We have resilience, hope, okay, survival, and mutual respect. Okay, so somebody could be really paying attention to what they had neglected previously, and they are going within and getting more in tune with the universal insight that they've been given. Okay, they're seeing the things from a bigger picture perspective, and they're really embracing the awakening. Let me see. Uh-oh, is that the secret? Okay, so somebody's keeping it to themselves apparently. But yeah, they could have felt there was some type of interference that, you know, left them hopeless at previous times. But at this point, they're moving into a much more celebratory. I can't talk. Celebratory. Yeah, celebration. They could be moving into things in a more celebratory way. A celebratory. Anyway, okay, and it says this situation is likely to occur. Okay, we have fortitude and staying power. All right, anything is possible when you're determined. Okay, and have true grit, recognizing what is unbreakable. Okay, somebody could be feeling a little uncertain, but as they elevate and ascend, they could be ready, knowing that they have let me see, what is it? They have they're highly skilled excuse me, when it comes to what it is that they're wanting to express. Okay, and look at that, we got the olive branch. Okay, so somebody could be really wanting to extend themselves in a more peaceful way, resolving unresolved issues, and shifting and changing out of what they've been censoring themselves within. Okay, so somebody could be wanting to be more possibly blunt and honest, but they're wanting to really you know, be authentic with their expression instead of holding back in ways they had been previously. Okay. Let me see. These two cards got my attention, or these decks. Okay, let's use this one first. Well, I know this one wants to come out first, but this one actually got my attention first. So there could be something like that. Could be trying to make things orderly for yourself. But somebody could be realizing as they heal their inner child, they can be moving more purposefully and intentionally towards their, you know, true desires, instead of focusing on the negativity and, you know, difficulty that they've been faced with previously based on other people's conflicts, or trying to keep them off track. Okay. Okay, let me just shuffle this really quickly. Yeah, so I could have been dealing with different interference that were, you know, trying to corrupt, bribe, or coerce. I can't even talk right now. But they could be recognizing that there is like an otherworldly type of connection and in a situation, and they're not wanting to allow that negativity to you know, continue them in this position of lack or struggle. Okay. All right, just a couple cards. Oh no, I bent it. Okay. What do we need to know? I don't know. Well, the singing, it like elevates energetically. I don't even know I'm doing it half the time. Okay, so don't mind me. You know what I've noticed is a lot of the different songs that they have, like us knowing from, you know, different cartoons or whatever the case might be, like, you know, whatever it could be coming from, basically, you know. There's a lot of them that have a lot of a deeper meaning than they really portrayed at the time, or that we picked up on, you know. But like excuse me, it's like the merrily, 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 life is but a dream, like that song, you know, that's one of them. But then the one yesterday that I picked up on was "We're following the leader, leader, leader," you know. So probably should look into the rest of the song. But it's like when you intentionally move in a way where you're guiding others, you're helping to guide the negativity away as well, instead of having it try to stay within you or within your presence. It's like you're, instead of trying to force something, you're guiding it to move in the direction that you're wanting it to go, you know. So somebody could be kind of recognizing what actions they're needing to be taken in a way that's doesn't have resistance, but is more in the energy of allowance, okay. But anyway, we have somebody could be coming into a prosperous position, okay. They could be receiving actual money, okay. And there could be other jealous or envious people, but those situations, there's endings coming from that, okay. You could be moving forward and moving on in a more liberated way. Look at that. We got manifestation with an earth angel right there. So you could be kind of really allowing yourself to level up and receive what it is that you're desiring of, or had been, you know, working towards manifesting. Okay, look at this. We have Starseed and Priestess. So there could be somebody who has, you know, a high position energetically, and is, you know, sirens, partaking in what they're needing to in order to help heal inner child wounds, okay? And help to elevate and ascend, okay? Help others to elevate and ascend, okay? What's interesting is right here we have a karmic feminine that's using death magic, okay? And they could be recognizing that there is a soulmate connection that somebody could be enamored with, and this person, this karmic, could be really wanting to try and take away from the situation, okay? We got thief right here. They could be really wanting to kind of remove care and feelings when it comes to what this connection could be, okay? So it seems that there's two energies, right, at least, going on in a way where you could be, you know, moving forward more intentionally, purposefully, and in a healed way towards a connection, or you could be, you know, dealing with, or it could be both, I guess, right? Dealing with someone who's trying to stop this from occurring, okay? We have a community right here, and I put it right on top of the death magic card too, so there could be something along that line where somebody could be recognizing that they're receiving support in certain ways, but it might be for the wrong means, okay? So somebody's wanting to give themselves more self-love to get to a greater understanding and truth within themselves, and recognize what they're wanting to commit to, which would be, you know, someone else who's bringing abundance as well into a situation, okay? Somebody could be having certain expectations of negativity being placed on them when it comes to a message that they're wanting to express. But as they heal themselves, they could be recognizing the truth of what they're feeling bound to, I guess. They could be healing through in order to release themselves and move more intentionally with their truth, okay? And they could be moving from a position of concern to the outlook of bliss, okay? So somebody could be feeling like they are under someone's spell, like there's a love spell, but they are being awoken to the truth, and They could be seeing how they had karmic behaviors that they're needing to ascend and elevate out of in order to really receive the protection in the situation that they're meant to, and to be able to achieve what they're desiring of, okay, instead of obsessive behavior creating destruction in their life. They could be let me see. They could be like kind of surprised. They could be surprised by the abundance of, you know, of what other people, or like, let me see. They could be surprised of what that's what I was going to say. I said the wrong word. Oh, hey, wait. They could be surprised by the opposition that they're receiving when it comes to opening themselves up to their true feelings, okay? So it's like they could be recognizing how they had been restricted previously and kind of kept in a limbo position, all right? And at this point, somebody's wanting to kind of make it their job to move forward towards a relationship they had been restricted from. And we have that card right here, Intuitive Kev, where it's like, I look at it like this person's moving forward in a more purposeful and intentional way, knowing what they're meant to be doing. You know, so somebody could be really moving forward in a way where they're confident with their inner awareness and their intentions, and are no longer allowing for other people's negativity to hold them in that limbo state or away from where what would be their true fulfillment. Okay. Oh, how cute. Which would be Twin Flame. Yeah, there could have been like a false narrative that created a conflict where it was like other people were kind of trying to present in a way where there weren't feelings involved, and this has only gotten them more karmic scenarios and kind of like feeling less than healthy, all right? So they could be recognizing the false narrative and seeing how this situation is a true gift in their life. Okay, so they could be having some animosity, but they're also appreciative of, you know, kind of moving forward towards this real love situation, and they are trusting their own truth at this time. Look at that. Feeling much more aligned with themselves and the divine, and recognizing the manipulation, and that it is also now being blocked, okay? So somebody could be wanting to express themselves and say what they're wanting to say. There could have been abusive scenarios based on third-party situations, but someone's ancestors could be, you know, blocking that and taking care of the situation as somebody matures and moves more intentionally down their true path, okay? Wow. Yeah, somebody could have definitely been trying to force someone to a divine feminine. There could have been others who were trying to force a divine feminine to, you know, no longer, let me see, what is it? Like with Dorothy, like they're trying to stop her from her destination, you know? There could have been a recognition that there were others involved who were trying to disrupt the outcome, okay? So, anyway, what else do we need to know? Okay. Right. So we have, you know, a divine feminine here with the Empress energy, and you know, kind of really embracing or let me see, embodying abundance, okay? And this person could be friendly, honest, loyal, original, independent, intellectual, a humanitarian, okay, inventive. And they could be having a lot of strength and power within them that seems otherworldly, okay? Wow. And somebody could be recognizing that this person is, you know, kind of abundant within themselves. And part of, I'm kind of picking up on, is part of the previous narrative could have been that somebody was trying to have the other party like level them up or something like that, you know? So that could have been, you know, like somebody could have been used to being used for what they had and are thinking that others are out to get, you know, what it is that they formed. But at this point, they could be recognizing that this is, this person is a gift in their life, okay, a reward or a present for them. And we have a main male, okay, that, you know, could, like I said, a lot of people could be desiring of this person, but they are recognizing the sweet, compassionate, and innocent aspects that are, you know, within this person's character, okay? So they're no longer questioning falsification, okay? They're recognizing that there was some type of intent to harm or, you know, hurt this connection, and there were karmic or negative energies, toxic cords, attachments, and bad habits that had been keeping them restrained within that outlook of illusion, okay? Somebody's hungry. So somebody's recognizing the spiritual rank in a situation, okay, and they're wanting to kind of take their time but be persistent in moving forward towards a position of unconditional love, okay? We have Aquarius right here, Taurus, excuse me, what else? Okay, and we have a divine masculine, okay? So somebody's wanting to, you know, embody their emperor energy, be fearless, independent, and take action in a way that they know is meant for them, regardless of what others are doing, okay? Somebody is, let me see, somebody is seeing how there is like a different quality that they're accepting into their life at this point, and they could be aligning with source and divinity in a much more intentional way. They're being practical and ambitious, okay, and you know, wanting to be steadfast, okay, when it comes to situations that have been corrupting or coercing them. They could be, you know, really kind of trying to stay in their recognized alignment, okay? All right, let me see. All right, we got lover and alluring. So somebody could be wanting to move forward towards what they feel they're desiring of, okay? And could be flowers involved, right? But yeah, somebody could be wanting to really present themselves directly, okay? They'll come to you. Okay, someone could have been stuck in a position of feeling like they couldn't be wrong, or things were meant to go their way, and, you know, try to maintain control in different ways. But now they're recognizing that they had been influenced by negative energies, possibly even spell work, and it had been creating a greater sense of disease within them, or dis-ease, right? Than, you know, the positivity that they've been desiring of, okay? So somebody could be feeling that they're safe from the deceptive energies, and they're wanting to be forceful and determined with what their emotions are, Okay, they could be recognizing what types of energies they are wanting to help have guide them and have them help guide or whatever. Anyway, and they could be gaining a greater insight within the knowledge that they have been receiving. Okay, and they're creating a balance when it comes to mind games and manipulation, deception, trickery, and confusion. Okay. So somebody could be feeling like they're getting ready to expose themselves or be vulnerable. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. That could be a problem. But at the same time, like it's like with these two pictures. Hold on. Somebody could be feeling like, oh no, the light's on me or whatever, and then they could be kind of embracing, the fact that they are the light, they're able to like really open themselves up in a way where they no longer feel the need to cover, but just be, expressing themselves naturally and authentically. Okay, they could be wanting to lead the way in a way and assert themselves when it comes to, expressing a friendly, helpful, reliable way of being and initiate towards this type of interaction. Okay, somebody could have been having, recognize emotional manipulation within different relationships or within their upbringing. And they kind of possibly could have felt that they need to stay away from what it is that they're truly desiring of moving forward towards and just focus on their work and their career efforts instead of moving forward in a more like relationship oriented way. Okay, but at this point they could be still dealing with different aspects of lack or struggle and scarcity in their life and self-doubt or insecurity. Okay, they could also be having third-party situations that are intruding or interfering and hindering their growth. Okay, and some of those third parties could be substances or something like that, so somebody could be recognizing what they had been lying to themselves about and wanting to shift and change, no longer create games or play games, and they're wanting to move forward in a more healed and loving way. Okay. All right. Somebody could have been dealing with different outlooks of rejection or abandonment and feeling left behind, but at this point they're recognizing that there was just a need for them to really ascend and elevate into a higher position in order to receive what was meant for them. Okay. And they could be recognizing who had been making them to feel isolated. They're wanting to get to a more optimistic and liberated viewpoint. Moving into abundance, luck, fortune, okay, happiness, gratitude, contentment, okay. And they're recognizing all the harmful and toxic effects, gossip, lies, and falsehoods could have been navigating or narrating for them. Okay. Okay. So, so somebody could be feeling like they're wanting to get to a much more peaceful and harmonious state of mind. Okay. We have, they're paying attention to their guidance. All right. And what they feel is a true angel or angelic presence in their life. This person could have been non-committal and a player of sorts, but they are having a shocking new awareness, okay? And they're wanting to move forward with what they've intuitively known and possibly imagined further or envisioned further, and they could be wanting to be selfless, compassionate, and kind moving forward, okay? And this is something that could be helping the collective elevate in ways that maybe this person hadn't anticipated. But it's like I was saying in the reading, if you're not trying to read it or watch it, the one from yesterday, it's like, let me see, when one light bulb goes out in a whole set of, like, you know, Christmas lights, it usually messes up the whole string, you know. So somebody could be recognizing that they need to light themselves up in order to really spread that energy to others and help them to elevate and ascend in the way they're meant to as well. Excuse me, but apparently I gotta go eat. Not tell me hunger. But let me get this really quick. Hold on. Oh man, I'm 5 minutes late. Trying to keep these under an hour, but it didn't happen today. So somebody's needing to seize the day, recognizing life is a gift. There's a need to abandon limiting beliefs, okay? Ask the right questions to make your dreams come true. Somebody could be moving into, you know, really embracing an awakening. All right, all the cards I just said. Just do it. Okay. Somebody could be needing to free themselves from perfectionism and have confidence within your own image, within who you are and your own personality, and that it was saying is the key to mastery. And ground yourself with a more healed outlook, because thoughts become matter. Okay, so focus on what you're desiring of and envision it as if it's already occurred. Okay, we have the power of empathy, give and forgive. Okay, so as you allow yourself to release from the negative energies, you're able to elevate. And when you express your emotions or embody your emotions, anything is possible, and you will radiate power. Okay, and there's just a need to assert yourself with the knowledge that you have and embrace your own will, moving forward towards a partnership or relationship with a more tender approach. Okay. And somebody could have been meditating in a way that they've kept to themselves, but has given them a greater amount of strength and helping them, helping guide them into a situation or down the path, embracing more wise choices. Okay, so all right, now I go. All right, cool. Hopefully this helps. Send this, share it, do whatever. You know, whoever you think it might resonate for. Anyway, there's slow connection. Don't feel like you need to rush, but you know, do what you need to do to heal and get to a more comfortable state of mind in order to feel confident and comfortable moving forward. Anyway, bye-bye.